Alright guys, so we're back with another episode of the mowing series, and right now I'm just on my way over to buy another mower. I think it's time for me to buy one. I'm going to be hiring somebody on, I'm hoping by next week, so I don't really have a mower for them right now. I do have two trucks, I do have two trailers, but I don't know if I'm going to be using my dump trailer for the mowing setup. But anyways, let's go over check this out. It's a little bit different. It's not a mower I had before, but I'm getting it for a good price. So let's park the truck here. I'm going to hop out, have a look at it. There is one downfall so far. I don't have the right trailer, so I'm going to have to put it on the flatbed for now. Well, not really me. When I hire on another employee, this will be his machine right here. So let's go check it out. So we got this X-Mark turf tracer. It's a 60-inch cut walk behind mower. Looks pretty much brand new. I'm gonna go over, we're gonna go pay for it, and that way we can get on our way. I would like to test it out before we actually get an employee. Alright guys, so after going back and forth on the price, we settled at $6,500. He did want $7,000, so I did get it for $500 less, which isn't too bad because this mower is pretty much brand new. I think he said over the last 2 years he used it probably 4 times, so I think it was still a really good deal for me. We're gonna put a strap on the mower. I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna go over to a property, and that way I can test this mower out and make sure everything is working. And now that I think of it, I should have probably did that before I bought it. I mean, I'm probably not gonna get my money back if it don't work, but like I said, this mower was only used 4 times, so I highly doubt it's broke. Alright guys, so it's the next day. I tried to mow a property last night, but no one was home and it was getting pretty late, so we're gonna try today. Hopefully this mower is going to work out. I'm just heading over to the first property we gotta do. I really want to try this mower out and make sure we can get all the kinks out of it before I hire an employee on. So this job here is a little bit different. We're going to be mowing this abandoned lot, and I got the call last night to come out and do it, but it was pretty late last night and I didn't want to really waste my time over here. So this is almost like a two-part job. The person that bought this property, they're going to be building a house here later on, and I was able to talk to them and work out a deal. So the first thing we got to do, we're going to mow everything down, and then we're going to come back over later with our mini excavator and start digging out for their foundation. So this job here is really going to help me build up enough money, that way we can buy a trailer, maybe another mower, who knows, because I do have big plans for this company. I want to be the biggest mowing company around here, and I want to make sure I can make enough money I can take the winter off. And at the rate we're going now, I can't really. I did the math last night. I think I need roughly $450,000 just to make sure everything can run smoothly, and the following year we can get back at it and grow the company even more. And I think I can do it. I just got to hire on at least 2 employees, but the thing is, I need to have the proper setups for each employee, and that's not cheap. So right now I do have almost $36,000, so I do have enough for a trailer, probably a mower, but I would like to get another truck. That's going to be the next big purchase. It's definitely going to take me a while to get to that point, but with this job right here is really going to help me get there. And after speaking to some people at the cafe, I found out there's going to be some really big tenders coming out with the city, and I want to try to get those contracts. The only thing is, it would be pretty hard for me to mow all these properties by myself and still do residential. So that's why I need to hire at least one person on for right now. That way we can get these contracts. They're worth probably, I'm going to say, close to $60,000 for 4. That's just to mow for the rest of the year. I think that will be pretty good. We only get to mow it, I think, probably twice a month, and we can make a lot of money. So if I can get those contracts plus residential and some more commercial ones, I think I should be well off. But anyways, I finally got this mowed. I'm just going to stick the mower over here for now instead of bringing it back, because I need to go over, grab the dump trailer, grab the mini, and after we get that brought over here, I'm going to stop over to get a load of rock at the quarry. I think they need roughly 1 load. As of right now, that's all they called for. If they need more, I'm going to charge more, but I think that should be enough to get them started. But anyways, I'll see you guys when I got the mini. Anyways, it's been roughly an hour. I got the mini. I'm just heading back over to that property. That way I can get this unloaded. I might start digging out before we go over grab the load of rock. I just want to make sure I got everything understood with the plans before I go over and grab the rock. I still got a couple of questions for the homeowner, so I'm waiting for them to email me back. I do have the plans, but like I said, the rock situation is kind of confusing. On the plans, it calls for class A, but in the email, they want 6-inch minus, which I think is a little bit overkill for what we need to do right here. I think our best option would be Class B, just so we can level up under the foundation where the footing is going. So I emailed the homeowner. I'm waiting for them to write back. I think they're at work, so it might take an hour or so, but that's not going to affect me from digging out this foundation. It's only about the rock that got to go in later on. So let's just keep on digging. I got to go down roughly 4 feet. I think it's 24 by 28, so it's a good size home, not too big where this mini can't handle it, but it should only take me a couple hours to get this dug out and get everything on grade, which I'm gonna have to keep checking because where this excavator is so small, if I miss a spot and I gotta try to fix it up, it's gonna be really hard with this machine. I really don't have the reach, so I want to make sure everything is good, that way I don't have to come back over it again. So we're just gonna go down the long wall first, the 28-foot one, and we're gonna work our way across and hopefully get this done within the next couple hours. I just got to fix up this spot right here. Okay, there we go. So it's been roughly 4 hours. It took a little bit longer than I thought, but I finally got it done. The back corner do slope down a bit more. I was looking at the plans. It ends up being, I think it's 2.5 feet deep, which isn't too bad, but we're gonna park the mini right here for now. I'm gonna go over, we're gonna go grab the load of rock, and I was speaking to the homeowner. They're okay with going with Class B, so that's what we're gonna do. It's just going to be easier to level out for the footing. I got a quarry that's not too far away from here. It should only take me roughly an hour to get there and back. So I'll see you guys when we get back. Holy smokes, that rock is not cheap. I paid $450 for 8 tons of rock. Oh guys, that is a lot. But we're going to get that money back after we get this dumped off. I'm going to make a nice bid off this job. I'm super happy about that. I need to try to put it somewhere where it's not going to be in the way, but there's still going to be access so they can grab it. Well, I think right there is probably the best spot. They can grab a wheelbarrow, bring some over if they need it, and it's still not in their way. So we're going to get everything loaded up. We're going to bring it over to the next job and just go from there. So let's hop out the truck, get the ramps put down. We're going to put the mini in first, bring that over, and then I'm going to come back later, grab the mower, and we're gonna go out to do a couple more properties before it gets dark. Now we probably got roughly 5 hours before then, but by the time I drop the mini off, it's gonna be a while. So but if you guys are enjoying the mowing series and would like to see more mowing videos like this in the future, smash like button, subscribe, and consider turning on notifications. That way you're notified every time I post a video. Alright guys, so we finally got this loaded up. I'm gonna head back over to the property, drop it off, come back, grab the mower, and we'll go from there. But I do have some exciting news. So I did put an ad on Marketplace, and I think I might have an employee. So since I'm over here, I'm going to get the other mowing setup ready to go. I'm going to see if he can start tomorrow. I do have a couple properties, not a lot, but that should be more than enough to train him, teach him what to do, how to do it more efficient, stuff like that, because he don't have a lot of experience with mowing. Now he used a mower before, but not like commercial mowing like we're doing right here. But anyways, let's head back over, get a couple more jobs, and I need to try to find some more work because there's going to be 2 of us now, and I do have work, but really not enough for 2, but I got to make sure I do. So I really got to grind, put our name out there, probably do up some advertising, pay for some Facebook Marketplace ads, stuff like that. That way we can grow even more, and I might have to lower the price, which I really don't want to do. But guys, the best part about the way I'm doing it is we're hiring somebody on that's a student, so the government's going to pay his wage, and I don't need to worry about making sure he's making money. I just gotta make sure he got work. That's gonna help me out a lot. I'm pretty much getting an employee for free, and hopefully it works out because I could really use that money to buy another mowing setup, and that way I can hire somebody else on. I went on the government website, I spoke to a couple people, seeing if I can get 2 students, but they only do 1 per company, which sucks for me, but at least we can get 1. That's gonna be a big help. Anyways guys, we're over at the next property we're going to do. This is actually the second one of the day that we got with the mower, so let's get that taken off, get this done. This property here, I'm pretty sure we did roughly, I'm going to say about 3 weeks ago, so it's good they got us to come back out here. I don't think it was mowed since then by the looks of it, so let's go over, mark out our property line, and we can go from there. After speaking to the homeowner, it's just past these trees right here, which I wish it was on the other side just to make things easier. This mower is really nice, but I do find it a bit awkward after using the ride-on ones. The way you turn is completely different, but it is a nice mower. It's going to be nice for that student we get to really learn how to use it. I don't think I would really trust them too much to use the ride-on zero turn we got because it is pretty quick. It cost me a lot of money. Now, this one here was pretty expensive too, but the way I look at it, this one here, unless he's walking really fast, he's not really going to do too much damage, unlike the ride-on one where you can go pretty quick, hit a tree, and really mess everything up. I really got to train him good. I think we're going to try to stick to easier properties for him. This one here might be a little bit too hard. There is probably 20 trees. I'm going to try to find the easy ones for him, and maybe if we can get the baseball field again, that would be the perfect one for him. But I would probably have to help out because it is a big area, and this mower here, it do have a 60-inch cut, but you're only going to go as fast as you can walk without getting tired, so it's better to have two mowers over there. And just like that, I finally got this property done. It took me roughly 35 minutes to do. I'm still pretty rusty with this mower. I'm not really used to it, so going around the trees is pretty tricky. But anyways, I'm gonna pick this up, put it on back of the truck, and then we're gonna go over and collect our money and see if I can get at least one more property before it's too late. So I just made $350 mowing this property. It took me 35 minutes to do, so we made a lot of money. I'm gonna head over to the next property. I did get a call. I think we're able to get that done before it gets too late. So I'll see you guys as soon as I get over there. And just like that, we're finally over here. Let's get the mower taken off and get this started. I think this one here might take me a little bit longer. It is pretty big. Now, there isn't a lot of trees that we gotta go around. But guys, this is gonna be it for this video. And if you guys are enjoying the mowing series and would like to see more mowing content in the future, smash the like button, subscribe, and consider turning on notifications. That way you're notified every time I post a video. But until the next one, I'll see you guys later.